Hi, you're welcome to School of Thought. What is it? Episode 2?
Episode 2, season 2.
Season 2, yeah. Welcome
Mm.
back. Thanks for choosing to watch this show. Like, subscribe. As we get
Please
into
share your
it,
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're going to dive right into our topic of the day,
Yeah.
which is work
Mm.
and preparing our children or our young adults for work.
Mm.
Are they being well prepared? Do they know what work looks like, or are they used to getting free things, freebies, easy life? Anything that is tasking
Asking, yes.
is affecting our emotional health.
Because I believe that's the ultimate goal. We go through school
To get work, to
to
get
get
placed.
work. Yeah, you gain knowledge that you can work, and
Yeah,
usually work equals money.
yeah. So we're
Yes.
going usually,
Usually,
yeah,
yes.
or at least we grew up being told
Yeah.
work equals money. So
And money equals living.
yes.
Mm.
And money equals good economy. Anyway, so we are going to dive right in, Hamza.
Yeah.
I would like to know
Mhm.
what your work life has been like.
My work journey.
Yes, your work journey.
Wow.
Where did you start? Are you just a product of rich parents? Do you have that other story which is, or are you just simply working hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, or working smart?
Working smart. I don't know. That one is a difficult one. But okay, I'll start from Form 6. No, started work a bit earlier.
Hey,
My mom,
child labor.
not child labor. Of course, we did chores, which is
Expected.
expected. You need to be able to look after the space that you live in and the things that you use, clothes, utensils, whatever. Yeah, that would be considered work.
Yes.
And like we said, work usually means equals to money, but that was not
Paid.
paid. It was just a necessity of life. But earlier on, I think my mom started a restaurant.
Oh, I
And
remember.
we used to go there and cut chips and sell chips. And
How
what?
old were we?
We were very young.
Because I think I was in P.
We were in P. And I was still in P something. I was not in
P5.
secondary. I remember I even wrote a book.
P5 and P3.
Yeah, my mom being a teacher, I had a book where I drew pictures of the place and I wrote a story and I drew us and what. I wish I could have my hands on that book. But that was a bit of introduction to
work.
that work. Then I think my mom also did crisps
Oh, yes.
at home. And we did that as well.
We still the Christmas.
Yeah, we sealed the crisps, we fried, we
Then
left,
put the
went and
castica.
bought the thing for slicing. I never knew that that's how it's done. I always thought, who are these
Crisps.
guys with this skill
Who cut?
that can cut a potato thin like that? But at that point, I was able to learn that, there
Crisps
is a
are not
cutter.
magic.
Yeah, it's not magic.
Okay.
Then fast forward to Form 6 work. I worked with my dad downtown. That was,
Chikuba.
I think,
Is it?
Chikuba. It was I would say, humbling, a humbling experience. I had never thought of that being a profession. So I would say, a thing that you can do and you get money.
And good money.
Good money, yeah. So I was down there. Of course, my dad was the traditional man. I remember one day we were going with him to work and we were late.
I just want to laugh. But please continue.
And we were late. And he tells me, Hamza, linya kagari. I was like, what? And he gave me 500 shillings. And being the humble boy that I was like, no problem.
You sat on a bicycle.
I sat on a bicycle.
Please.
And now you know how a bicycle moves. He's pedaling, so we're just there like this. And I pictured my friend seeing me on the kagari.
And please, there were border borders at
There were
this
border
time.
borders at that time.
taxis.
Yes, it's not like it's a long time ago, but I don't know. I think it was a test, I would say. No, it's a test of this boy. Let me see how.
If he will reach with his
If he
keys.
will, first of all, yes, reach with the keys, but be strong enough to take that kagali with my vitano and respect me as a dad that I have told you to take that.
Yes.
So yeah, I worked with him. I carried boxes. We packed shirts. He was in the clothing business. Very nice. And that time again, not paid. My dad had a way of saying that soko kwateyo zino. Soko kwatirako sente zino. That's what he would say, like, hold ko for me. Little did I know that meant that this is your pay. Yeah.
So you'd hold that money and say, they may ask me for this 5K.
And interestingly, with that mindset, I was actually able to save a lot of money because he never asked for it. And then eventually when I realized, when it clicked, I had a good amount of money that I was holding on to for my dad. So that was there. Then in campus, I had a course that was pretty free. And I didn't know what to do with myself.
You were just a bad student.
No.
Absent.
Okay, it was a bit of both. Because never really used to go to class, yes, but I wanted something to do. So I asked my mom, I want to do something. What? So she had a friend who has a pharmacy on Kampala Road. So after my morning lectures, in the afternoons, I would trek from Makerere to Kampala Road and carry boxes of medicine from place to place and, bring for us Coatem. I bring Coatem. Bring for us this syrup. It is behind where. So it was just really errand,
Yeah.
And in that work, I was able to buy for myself a phone. I was like, this is good.
Rich guy.
Yeah.
You even bought me a phone. Okay, you topped up.
Yeah, even
on my small money, which I had saved from not eating, and I got a phone. I remember.
Yes. Then after that, of course, campus, you do internship. My first gig was valuation, my profession. I did that for a while, not paid, because it was internship. I was just out of school. And I think gradually it would have grown into paid work. Since I was not getting paid, I was spending transport. Then I went to insurance, where I was doing data entry. That was paid, but we were brought in as Bachuba. So we were working 8 to 8, that is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sunday to Sunday. So yeah,
you had tasks to complete and you were measured
there was a backlog, yes.
Right?
There were tasks to complete and you had to finish that in time, like
so like I have input 500.
Input, yes. There were targets. Yeah.
Okay.
Then during that period of time, me and our friends tried to start a Rolex stand. It did not work. But funny is that we started it at a point before Rolex became a thing. And had we stuck through, probably we would be the Yuga roll of today, Of course, we shall get to that in this podcast. Then after that, what did I do?
You planted shea.
That was later on. That was later on.
Okay.
But then, of course, we, as a family, we started a business, which we now work in, which is a school. So that's what I do. And there in between, I did baking with you. We have a baking company. So from work, we would bake at night. Then I did some acres of chia, which for sure just chewed my money. I input so much money. I got 100K after investing millions and spending time.
And going to that place.
Yes, I went to northern Uganda. I was like...
sleeping in a hut and digging the ground. Because
22 acres of chia, you get 100K. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster of work. Yes. I think in all this, I have learned that persistence yields results, outweighs resistance. The resistance being not having money. That if you continue to persist and persist and persist,
and work at it,
probably at some point in time, there will be a breakthrough. Yeah. So that has been my journey in regards to work. Of course, there are so many things that I'm still doing even now. I think
You've
I'm just a
left out
workaholic. I've left out so many things now.
Because you made T-shirts.
Yes.
You made T-shirts.
We made bracelets.
We made bracelets.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a restaurant in the picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will fill in those gaps because this journey has been.
Yeah,
we've been side by side, really.
Together, yes.
It's been done together.
And now we have a podcast.
But I think that your journey is just more interesting. For me, school.
Yeah.
I will start with P7. In my P7 back, I worked in a school library, and they were doing like an overhaul. So I went there to be busy. Yeah. Like you can't just be at home and be there far. So I went there to be busy, and I actually participated actively in making sure that the library was properly set up. All the books were recorded. I had to input them into the system, then place them into the shelving in order that if you're looking for a book by R.L. Stein, you will find it in a certain section. If you're looking for a book on medicine and maybe homekeeping, those things. If you're looking for a book on the arts, so we did that for a whole library that was feeding a nursery, a primary, and a secondary school. So quite a number of books. Then I participated in the crisps making. I can't say that I participated fully in what was before was the restaurant, the initial restaurant, because for me it was like the coolest thing. Chips at your disposal. It was like that was like happy food. It wasn't as it is now. Like you look like this, and you have chips chicken. You want to eat lunch, chips. No, at that point it was a treat.
Yes.
And here I was in the home of it. So yeah. But at least I know that we went to Owino together, bought the Irish potatoes. I was there for the packing and selling, serving.
It was at the hostel, so we used to take them up.
Yes, we used to take to the hostel rooms and say you ordered, you asked you what, chips, chicken. Oh, sorry, you said sausage. Then you go back. So it was, it was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
But it wasn't work in the sense. Yeah, for us we were
just a part of something. Yeah.
Yeah, we were being with our mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we are with her, we have to participate in what she's doing. Yeah, you can't she couldn't leave you at home. So you came along, but now you can't fold hands and wait for her work to end. So you participate. So we were not expecting pay. It was nothing like that or any kind of reward.
Yes.
Then fast forward for me at campus, I did the bracelets. Yeah. Bracelets, which were really out of a place of I need a hobby, something.
There's something to keep you busy.
Like
we have itchy hands.
Yes, like I just can't be there. I could not understand going to the lecture room in the morning and coming back and waiting for the evening lecture and then going for the evening lecture. But also I could not, I didn't attend all the lectures all the time. Course, so it was, I needed to be busy.
Yeah.
So we came up with a bracelet making thingy and we were using shoelaces and buttons and we actually sold these bracelets
we did.
At the parliament during an art and craft something.
Yes, event.
And we sold them. So at every event, even church events, when they would say there's market day at church, we'd be there. So we would stick your name to that.
The cupcakes of St. Francis.
I'm getting there. So yes, when we finished that, we started baking. Yeah. Started baking. I had gone for my internship in Gulu.
Yeah.
And we were given some pocket money, which I chose not to eat and said, we're going to buy an oven. So we bought an oven and I snuck it into my hall of residence.
Yeah.
And our first gig was a St. Francis run. We made cupcakes. How many? Like 200.
Yeah.
And sold none. None.
we did not do our market research.
We didn't even advertise.
That when people have run, they can't come and eat cake.
Yes.
They want water.
They want water. But also, they're running for health benefits and what, and for you are providing
the cake, yes.
So we sold naan. And it was heartbreaking, because we had spent the night awake making these cakes. Anyways, so we took them I went back to the hall of residence where I was staying.
Yeah.
And asked the guy
to
sell them for me at the canteen. I don't need to make so much money. I just can't eat them.
Rid of them, yes.
I can't eat them myself.
Throw them as well,
Yeah, and then that birthed a whole cake thing. Yeah. So I said, your cakes? You're not bringing? I was like, you're serious? Okay. So we'd make. Then that became a thing.
We did weddings.
We did a first wedding. I don't know that
but
couple.
A wedding in an oven this size.
Yeah. A 5-tier cake.
With
24 giveaways.
Yes.
We cannot even explain how much we charged because any baker now would fall over laughing. But we did. It was an amazing experience. Yeah. Then during that time at campus, I was also part-timing at the school because the school started when I was at campus. So I'd work here in the morning shift, be in the van, be a van attendant, pick up children, drop them at school, maybe cut out some art and craft, jump on a board and head to campus, have the lecture, come back for any other work. Yeah, but in this school, we cooked food. Yes, we were van attendants, you were van driver.
Yeah.
At some point.
I drove the vans, I pushed the cars.
Pushed them out of trenches.
Yeah.
We spoke to parents.
Yeah.
We recruited teachers.
I wonder how those parents believed those. If you look at those pictures.
Like when you see yourself of those days, even you wouldn't give yourself a child. I wouldn't give
myself a child, but I guess, God's grace. Yes.
God's grace, yeah. So we did that. Fast forward to today. The school is here.
I forgot I've also done interior design.
Good.
I've done it.
Interior design. He has a whole page. You can follow him on Instagram.
Concepts, yes.
Yeah. So for me then the restaurant became a thing. We started a restaurant in COVID. In COVID, the year of COVID.
Yes.
We started a restaurant. We'd been dreaming about it, really. But COVID gave us the time, much needed time to really plan and start a restaurant.
Yeah.
In the cake gig, there was carrying boxes, carrying prestige,
I think
transporting cakes on borders.
A particular event that stands out for me was the opportunity to make cookies for, I think, 1,000 plus children.
Yes, 1,300 children.
1,300 children, each getting two cookies.
Again, we had an oven.
We had just an oven.
A grill. Those were small ones, which be in your house.
In your house. Yes. Not even the one that is the big one that has the gas stoves and everything.
No. Just
like a small one. So you can imagine baking 2,600 cookies in that small oven. And I think at some point we were like zombies.
We were so overwhelmed. But we could not fail to deliver because we had already taken we hadn't even been paid yet, but we had accepted.
We had accepted, yes.
Yeah, so we
had to see it through. Yeah.
We baked. We got some bachuba, like our cousins came over and sealed and mixed. We didn't have a hand mixer. We were mixing by hand. Like, when people ask me why I don't make cookies now.
Yeah, that is the experience.
I was traumatized. Like 2,600 cookies.
Yes.
And we delivered. We have a picture of those cookies. And I'm just thinking, are we crazy? Anyway, so we've shared all this to drive us to our point of discussion.
Today.
Today, work. I have sat in this office recruiting people, and they say, I will do anything. Just I'm here to work. Anything you give me, I shall teach any number of children. And in the beginning, I used to be really, wow, amazing. Somebody who really wants work. And then 1 week, 1 month in, they don't want to be told, to be corrected, to be directed, to be given instruction. They don't want to, they feel overwhelmed.
I think even before you go there, an individual walks into your space and says, anything.
Give me anything.
And you tell them, will you be able to clean the classes?
And they say, no.
that one, no. Anything, but not that one.
Then say, okay, we have a security guard
role. Not that one.
Anyway, me, what I really want is to drive. I say, where's your permit?
Where's your permit?
And I'm working on it. How long have you been driving? A few months. I'm like, okay. Can you start somewhere and get there?
No. Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want us to speak into that. Like, how has your journey been on the other side?
On the other side,
of work.
Work as
an employer.
Well, there is a shift that has happened. Our stories are of, I would say, endurance. Really putting your head down and putting in the work, no questions asked, no pay, no expectations of remuneration. And there is, of course, I don't know if it is the economy or it is the situations that people are going through, but nowadays there is, people front the remuneration
beyond
before the work
done.
That I walk into a space, and what is on my mind is how much money am I going to make? Are these guys going to pay me the 1 million that I want? Are they going to give me
allowances and bonuses?
Are they going to give me these bonuses? Are they going to do all these things?
Weekly upkeep, transport, airtime, meals.
The whole shenanigan of all the benefits. And that is what they front even before they prove to you that they can do the job. And I think that, like we mentioned in that previous podcast, that expectation of the remuneration or giving the remuneration before the hard work kills the work ethic. So there is a bit of a decline in the work ethic in terms of showing up early and putting in the work and
staying late if you must.
If it clocks 5, people are walking out of the office. If you start sending someone at 4:30, just know that task is halfway done. Once it clocks 5, it will not be completed. Of course, that is not for everyone, but there is that people don't just do the bare minimum. They don't go the extra mile of
even
pushing.
The question of, is this your parents'
company?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you putting in so much
effort?
Are they going to give you extra?
So I think there is a clip that I was seeing recently of a few Kenyan, I would call them Gen Zs. They were being asked about work. And they were like, why are you, these people who ask us for deadlines, why are you pushing me like that? I will do your work. You don't put too much pressure on me. These things of, you have to what? Or if you have to come at 7 or you have to come at 8. I came at 9. Didn't I come? Yes.
I've been working from home.
I've been working from home. There is a clip that my wife told me about of a girl who was having an online meeting, and during the period of Zoom and all that, and she had the Zoom in the salon doing her nails. She was like, "There's no problem. I'm answering your questions. I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. What more do you want?" So there's also a degradation of respect for work. That it's now just, if I get the job done, it doesn't matter how I get it done.
Or when.
It's has it gotten done? And it's a shift that we are having to deal with and to balance as leaders.
And I'd like to say, of course, that shift affects different workplaces differently.
Yes.
There are some places where you work and, just you are creative, you can think up your thing even in the bathroom, put it on the phone and send it, and you've actually hit a target.
You've done a target.
Or you can be you can get that work done on the border as you get there, or in the taxi as you get, or even when you're away on vacation. But then there are there are other workspaces that require your presence, your utmost attention, skilling, like you should actually be willing to study more, add value, research. And interestingly, some of those works, as much as we like to say it's not the only thing you can do, stop pressurizing kids to get into those works. But now when I think about it, medicine, engineering, there are life and death issues.
Yes.
Like you actually have to be willing to put in the work. You actually have to be...
Beat deadlines.
Is
that why the roads are taking long to do made?
Be on time. You actually have to know what you're doing, make research. It's not just, so.
I think in that regard, speaking of the roads, is that a conversation that we need to now change as a society, that being our country, that people... The populace is not willing to go the distance put into work to achieve goals. If you look at countries like China, and I'll give China in specific, in regards to construction, if a building is to be delivered in 3 months, they will work 24 hours. There will be a night shift, day shift, afternoon shift, whatever shift. Work will move on to see to it that a deadline is beat. But we have so much happening in our country where work is just never completed. Work goes on and it goes on like for a very long time, and you wonder, but there are spaces that do this in a certain time frame.
And even just in our individual places, like I'll use the example of where we work. We had construction going on at some point, and it was almost impossible to get people who were willing to work the full day.
Yes.
Yeah, like masons. Let me call them nicely. Masons.
Yeah.
But they'd come, then they'd go for lunch break, then and then the food hasn't yet arrived, and now you see we are waiting, and and today it rained, so there'd be so many excuses, which really wasn't the case then, and it flows over into different workspaces. So I hear you on that.
Yes, that people are, I would say, for lack of a better word, lazy. They don't want to work.
To do work.
Suffering. To suffer. Yes, actually, yes.
Is it suffering?
They don't want to suffer. Yes, you don't.
When in hindsight, I picture myself on a border. That day I was holding boxes, cardboard boxes.
Pushing you behind.
I was on a border because I didn't have a car. But the boxes were required because we used to cut out our own bases.
Yes.
So big boxes.
Before the time of pre-med.
Yes. Also, we'll get to that thing. I was on that border. The border guy had a bucket of Prestige at the front. I had the boxes and a box of icing sugar on my laps.
Yes.
And the boxes were... I needed to hold them like this,
Yes.
And we were going uphill. And the wind and I were at war. Like, oh God, I was literally holding on for my life.
Yes.
Yeah. And when we got up to the top of that hill, I remember asking myself,
but why?
Why? And someone had asked me that question before, like, why? Are you this broke? And I remember thinking to myself, I'm not actually broke. It's not really about the money, because you were selling the cakes at like quarter price.
Yes.
At that time, it was exciting to do something. And someone values it enough to pay you for it, and then you deliver it, and then they eat it, and then it's just, that's my work. Amazing. So I think there's that question of why am I suffering? Why should I suffer?
Why? Yes.
And then people will think I'm very poor, and yet I have to be giving off rich vibes.
Yes.
Rich vibes. There's some jobs I just can't do.
Yes.
You know, I've even got people who say, that job, okay, if I'm going to do that job, give it to me away from where people will find me. Like if I'm cleaning, let me not clean the office. Let me clean
the back end of the space,
the classes farthest away.
Yes.
So that they don't see me. How will they see me doing that job? We even have people who say, van attendant. And I live on this village, and then people see me that's what it can never be me. And yet it's something that we did without even thinking, without hesitation. And maybe that would bring me to a question. What, 5 values do you feel school could never have taught you? Experience and being a part of such a journey.
I think
just 5.
Just 5. There's so
many. There's so many, but just 5. 5 real topmost.
The first and foremost for me, the biggest, is humility. And that I learned from my dad. He always used to tell us that there is, I can say it in Luganda, tuweganyanga mulimu. There is no job below you that you cannot do. Yeah, there's nothing that you cannot do. And that has taught me that I can do anything. Yeah. We've mentioned that we used to mop. Yeah. We used to clean the classrooms. We used to drive the vans. We used to, do everything. We used to
as long as it needed to be done.
As long as it needed to be done, we would do it. Yeah. We had children, young ones, would shower them, would change their clothes, would wash their clothes, and yeah.
We were not parents. Yeah, but they'd mess themselves up and we'd do it without spanking the child in the process.
Yes. So that is one thing that I have learned through this process, that humility is key. And you have to be able to do anything. And I think as leaders, many leaders will tell you that until you have been through the trenches, maybe of your company, it gives you so much more a wealth of knowledge as a leader when you're leading those individuals who are doing those particular jobs.
Yeah.
Humility, then I would say even gratitude.
Gratitude.
Yeah. Yeah. To be grateful for every opportunity that comes your way. Whatever season that you're in, do that you're doing with the utmost reverence of, this is what I'm doing, do it to your very best.
I'll do it well.
Yes. 3 would be communication. Not very extroverted. I don't express myself
like
so
this.
much. Yeah,
here
like
you
this.
are today.
But yes, but I have learned to speak. Yeah, we mentioned earlier, how did those parents trust us with their children? I think it was because of the communication, the way we spoke to them, how we presented ourselves, yeah? And that was also learned over the years.
That's 4?
I've given 3 only. Humility, gratitude, communication. I think empathy, yeah? When you have done a couple of odd jobs, you understand when someone comes to you and they're struggling with something in their particular area of work. Yeah, you understand where they're coming from. You have not just
actually know it's not easy.
You know that it's not easy, yes, and you see it from their point of view, as opposed to maybe if I was lucky enough to only have big opportunities and big offices, and when someone comes and tells you that they have a challenge, you're like, good.
Where are you not?
Where are you?
For you, where are you not rich?
Where are you not
why
rich?
do you waste money? There's something. Anyway, it will come back to mind.
Yes, I think I have those 4. I don't know.
I will add the 5th one. For me, persistence. Yeah, persistence. I want to remember that year, but it was like 2000 and we were in P something when my mom first did a restaurant and we worked in it. Yeah. Then fast forward to 2020, another opportunity for restaurant comes up.
Yes.
And like you said, we were the cleaners. We fried the chips. We made the menu and cooked the food. We were the chefs. Yeah, we didn't yet have a qualified chef. We didn't even think we were going to have a qualified chef. We were not thinking that big. Yeah, we're just doing something. Like we cook every day. People eat all the time. let's do this thing. But to think that...
Speaking of that menu, we made a menu that had hot dogs. And
in our village.
In our village. So the villagers, the ladies, the people would come and be like, we know what?
I can't say we never sold. Did we sell? Maybe one.
We didn't really sell hot dogs.
One hot dog. But that, to see that dream from then came alive in 2020. And the skills, however young we were, that we learned then are what we brought to the table at this point. And at this point, our mom was just a backing. Like, you want to do this thing?
Do it.
Please go ahead. She didn't come in to actually do the nitty-gritty. Yet when we were younger, she was peeling the potatoes, slicing them. She had a day job, 8 to sometimes 8.
Yeah.
But she still did that. So I want to say we learned that even if it doesn't work out the first time. Even if it doesn't make sense, even if you don't get clientele, even with the baking, even if people don't like it the first time, you keep trying until you become a cake decorator who didn't go to school.
For decoration,
so there's that.
That is true,
There's that persistence. And then there's also, you said empathy, but for me, I'd put it in a, like I expect so much more from people. I think that is a downside or an upside. Like, because I can, I believe I can do anything.
Yes.
Like, give it to me and I'll do it. You want me to mop? I shall mop, and even the skirting shall be clean. When on the side of an employer, even when I'm I'm just in a place, like when I go to town and I see that there's there's a company that has been given the tender to clear rubbish, and it's there, I just be like, this is your work. You said you were going to do it. Can you do it? So I have that high expectation that if you said you're going to do something, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it excellently, because given the chance, I would do it. So that's me in regards to my experience and work. I know that many children don't get to see their parents actively
working,
doing the work that gives them money. Many children don't know why their parents come late, why they leave early. For them it's just
Mommy goes.
Mommy goes and she comes back late. Daddy goes and comes back late. Daddy travels too much. Meanwhile, Daddy's going up country to look at the cows, make sure the trees are growing, they're not being harvested premature, they're not being stolen, but he has an 8 to 5. He drives Uber on the weekend. Like, he's holding together. Sometimes those children are even old enough to be the Uber guy. But they're at home, folding hands, playing PS, watching TV, or going out with friends, just planning the next meetup, drink up, or just
next movie night.
Let me even not be like that. Let me say even just they're spending their 24 hours at the church. They're not doing anything bad. But even at the church, not like they're volunteering. No, they're just because they don't want to volunteer. They want to work. It has to be paid.
It has to be paid.
It has to be paid. So what would you say to those parents, to those children?
To the children. I think what we need to take into, we need to consider now very much in our upbringing of our children is we need to first go away from quid pro quo, that I am going to do this.
If you wash my car?
If you wash my car, I'll give you 10K. Of course.
If you wash the dishes?
There are certain tasks, first of all, in our home that should be a given, that should be done by your children without expectation of pay. The expectation is that you're in my house Yeah.
This is your space.
This is your space.
Your bed.
You need to
Make
look
it.
after your home. You need to clean the compound. You need to wash the clothes.
Ate the food
you
on
ate
those
the food.
dishes.
Please wash the dishes.
Yeah.
A worker that takes us around is dirty. Please go and wash it. You know, things that are benefit all of us.
And parents shouldn't feel guilty.
You should not feel guilty for
having their children do those tasks.
Yes, they need to be able to do those tasks because in doing those tasks, they are building those qualities that we have mentioned. Yeah, that they are building that muscle for working. And once you build muscle for working without an expectation behind it, I think it betters your work. Because then you don't have to be rewarded for every small thing that you do. Yeah, that's if you're going to church, you volunteering is for you, for your experience, for your exposure and your opportunity to meet people. You're looking at it in a different perspective as opposed to looking at it of
how much
money are they going to give me. Yeah, many of the opportunities that we have mentioned that we have done through, many of them just you are doing for
just chance.
Yeah.
I think what I can say that did for us is build confidence.
Yes.
Yeah, you asked the question, how did parents give us those children? How did people give us those cake orders?
Of weddings.
Of weddings. But having been a part of these different things, carrying boxes, organizing books, getting instruction and following it, and doing it well and achieving the target, and not being fired midway and not being told what you're doing is nonsense, or
and taking feedback,
and
learning
taking
to take
feedback. Yes, true. Taking feedback builds confidence. Yeah, that now when you are expressing yourself about something you can do,
you have the ability to
you
believe
can
in
convince
yourself.
Someone that I can make for you the cake of a lifetime. How many have I made? 2. But I kid you not. I shall deliver and I shall do it over and above. True, yeah. To the children.
To the children.
To a young adult.
Don't be scared of work. Yeah. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. It is important. All I would say the richest people in the world have had to get their hands dirty.
Participate.
To participate, yeah? Nothing is going to come to you free.
I want to cut you short. Some people get free things.
Yes.
It just may not be you.
And that is now a challenge, now that I could pass on to the parents, that if there is a thing that I saw where a young adult was going to work and starter opportunity, beginner level in the company. And they asked him, so how much do you want to earn? And he said, I think I should earn about 2 million. And they said, 2 million? You don't have any experience, you haven't really done this for a while for you to warrant that pay. And they said, but at home, my dad gives me an allowance of 1 million. So
the reason I'm leaving
him is to get more money. Yes.
So you have to match
I can only come here if I'm going to get more. Takes me back to remuneration, giving you pay without
working.
Yeah. And it is kind of a trend now that there's so much reward,
merit.
There's
like
so much
it starts with for coming, for being there.
Yeah, so much reward that does not equate to the work that was put into that, and it is dampening what someone expects to do
to actually
receive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say that with a lot of energy because there was a time when the first 3 people in a race
were the only ones.
Were the winners.
Yes.
But now,
everybody gets a medal.
Everybody gets a medal. No? And And then first it was everyone gets a certificate of participation,
certificate
of
of participation,
merit,
yes,
of what.
yes, yeah.
Now everyone has to get a medal. Like, how do you even explain
But you
it?
see, it cuts across. I recently on one of my bucket lists is to do a marathon, New York Marathon or the Paris Marathon, whatever. Yeah, but even in those, yeah, when you participate, get a medal.
No, there is something about a marathon, endurance, and then you finish.
Completion,
You
yes.
complete.
Yes.
Do people who don't complete get? I don't think so. Yes. So that one is, I think,
even
a medal.
I won. I didn't win, but I won and I completed.
For endurance.
I sorted the shapes. I was the last, but hey, I participated.
Endurance. I think that's why you get
the reward is for endurance.
The reward,
42
and
kilometers,
it does not
yes.
match the reward of the winner.
Of the winner, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to just always be the one for merit and for participation,
there should be a cap.
Yes, and then don't catch feelings when the first 1 to 3 people are getting over and above. Yeah, are winning.
Yes.
Yeah. I like what you said about being afraid of work. True. People are, I can't do that. I won't do that. It's not like me. I don't feel it.
It's not
fit in. Yeah. Not feeling the vibes. It's not in my preferred place. What will my friends say?
Yeah.
How do they see me doing that? A lot of outside outside energy, outside. Okay, so much importance on the outside.
Rather than you.
Yes, you. What are you doing?
How is it going to benefit you?
How benefit? I actually think that when you go to a workplace now and they ask for, I want to imagine, I think they used to ask for those years of experience, 20 years of experience, 15 years, 3 years, but you graduated the other day. Well, at least at our workplace. Experience is not limited to in that particular
yes in that
role.
Particular profession.
Yeah, like yes, you might be applying to be what? Like in charge of a certain aspect of a company.
Yeah.
But your 3 years of experience started in work or started in your part-timing, not the campus forced internship, but that in your free time, you actually shadowed the guy who works on the vans. Yeah, and now you want to get into mechanical engineering and you actually know what these things are.
Yeah.
You have done the work probably even more than the person who studied it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you've been shadowing. I think that's the idea of apprenticeship.
Yes.
And the true idea of internship. Yeah, that you are having a chance to shadow an expert. Yeah, to just be there, notice, see, learn, respect the trade even more. So that when the time comes for you to take over the role or to do the role elsewhere, you've actually had years worth of experience, not really because you were earning so much money, but because you participated,
you were
there.
Participating, yes.
Yeah, and that's where I'd throw in the parents being a part of that for the journey for their children. If you have a child and you do, I know we've said this before, we've said it so many times because,
yes.
Well, we are family oriented.
Yes.
And all the things we've ever done, our family has been the first consumer, the first client, the first
critique.
The first critique, the first, no, that one, no. Or yes, go for it, or it has died, okay. Put it aside, let's do something else. The first comforter. So everything is really family oriented.
Yeah.
As a parent, show your children what you do if you can. If it's in a environment where you can take your child to work, let them see what you do. Let them see the tough part of it. Because some people think I put out a job advert. Let me leave that one. We were seated with someone who was asking for a job opportunity for their daughter.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then she specified that she wanted low-key jobs like not too much. I was just saying, like, if she can be a supermarket attendant, mobile money attendant. What else did she talk about? But a boutique attendant. Like, and then as she kept saying the jobs, they started to paint the picture of her intention was a job where she gets to
just
sit. Yes, that it's not too much work. And then when we started to say the jobs available where we work, she was like, you have to wake up at what time? Like, yeah, we need van attendants, but they're on the road by 6. Yeah, that means they come into the school maybe 5:45. And then they are here until the end of the day when they drop the last child. They said, that one she wants to do. But a parent, who wants their child to do work, is saying there's some jobs they cannot do. How is the money made? Like, how do they expect work starts?
To leave, yes.
Work starts. And we have experienced so many people who do odd jobs. And the next time you see them, you're like, is this the person? And yes, they rose in the ranks. They're getting skills.
They
are
put their head
meeting
down
people.
And
they are
did the work, yes.
Being resilient.
There is another conversation that we were having where a child lost their job, of course, due to
misconduct,
sharing a plate, and and the parent is the one that went to the job and said, please give my son back his job. What? And it begs the question of who needs the job more? Is it you or your son? And why aren't you allowing your child to
address those issues,
address their issues and go through
late.
that, and face go and face their employer, and be the one to ask for that opportunity? But that would mean that even in work, the parents are the ones forcing the children to work.
Or shielding them from the work. Saying, working very hard. Meanwhile,
I think we should not give children stuff because then it pushes them to
think things come easy. No. Yeah. I think, like you said, if the child knows where it's coming from, that they will value it. They will receive it and hold it. Hold it well. And then care for it. And then desire to do maybe more, better, know that it doesn't come easy. I know that we are superhero moms and dads nowadays.
But you can do anything for your
We
children.
can do anything for our children. We can do anything that begs to be done. But also our children can't see our flaws.
Yeah, they can't see us suffering.
They can't hear that, maybe I didn't hit the target at work. Or
they can't hear that this time round we cannot eat the bread.
Just in little things like that.
Yeah, in little things like that. Because
we can't say no. You can't go for the trip, and you can't.
Yeah, we can't pay for the trip.
We can't pay for piano. And
I think there needs to be a certain degree of, maybe in a way, it was actually okay. It taught us. Yeah, in those situations where we were not able to get what we wanted. We were learning that you can't get everything, first of all, but you have to.
If you want to get something, you have
to put in effort to get it. I would like also to encourage parents to let their children fail.
Yes.
To allow them to fail, to push them to do things that will put them in situations where they fail, because those will be the lessons that they will then carry with them and be able to do something. And to build that persistence that you're talking about, that resilience in whatever it is that they're doing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So even as parents, you can share where you started, what how you got where you are.
Yeah, I think my dad has been a good storyteller in that regard. He told me at one time, he drove a taxi. Yeah, he drove a taxi, and he had the opportunity to go out of the country and do hard labor. And he tells me that was the hardest time
of his life.
He was like, I need to go back to Uganda before I break my back. It was hard labor. But I know
so when he came here, he made the most, like Uganda was not the place you're running away from.
Yes.
You know, usually people say, oh, work is that side. Uganda has no work opportunities. There's nothing we can do here. There's no pay. We are suffering. If only I was white, or if only I was somewhere in the diaspora, things would be easier. But now that shows that it's not always the case.
It's not always the case,
it's not always the case.
So do you think that the children, as they go through school, that schools, away from the parents, do you think that schools are skilling children to and preparing them for work, not just for themselves if it is business, but also for workspaces? Do you think they're doing activities that are building those work skills in them?
I want to say that the natural setup of a school is preparing a child for life outside school. Yeah, you know, you are mandated to come in on time. Yeah, you have to complete assignments. You have to do the assignments well. It's not just a matter of completion.
Yes.
You actually have to complete those assignments and complete them well. Then you get a reward. Yeah. Then you get your grading, and the teacher says, well done. 100%, 99, 50, pull up your socks, etc. It also teaches you to accept that and ask for help. If you've not understood, you fail that concept, you ask, you go back to the drawing board, and then you do it again, you know. Before, I'm saying the natural setup, if you didn't pass a class, you didn't get moved to the next class. Yeah. If you didn't make it to the lunch area in time, you didn't find lunch. You missed lunch. Not what it has become. That if you didn't make it there on time, it's somehow somebody else's fault for not finding you to eat your food. Yeah, like now the teachers are being blamed left, right, center
for not eating.
But yet there's a program, there's
that
a timetable.
Everyone
knows it, follow it, and you'll be on the right side of the law.
Yes.
And don't follow it, and you'll get the repercussions. So in its natural setting, all the skills, teamwork, communication, but also authority, accepting that there's an authority above me.
Respect for hierarchy.
Respect for hierarchy, that there's a class monitor. Before I go outside to report, I need to tell the class monitor. The class monitor needs to then tell the teacher. The teacher can then tell the head teacher. If I'm making noise, that class monitor can write my name and it shall be valid. Yeah, it's not who are you. Only if teacher so and so comes.
Yes.
So all those things, as small as they seem, are the essence, of like they make school and make it worth the children's while when they grow older. Because I could keep time, because if I don't make it in time for my paper at university, I just don't do it. I get a retake. It means that you should be then growing a muscle so that when you get to your workplace, and you clock in late and they come to that day as unattended, you're not going to catch feelings and say, but I was here. You know, it should not be acceptable.
Yeah.
But now to what schools are becoming, to the greater extent, of course, in a bid to accommodate and be kind and not step on people's toes and, failing to remember that as a school, there's an authority and it's okay for you to express it. Of course, there's been a lax. Yeah. Children come in late, but you can't reprimand them too much. At least they came. They don't want to put on their uniform. They don't want to put it on in full. They don't want to finish their work. They have an excuse for the homework. The dog ate it. My brother tore it. It fell in water. I'm not in uniform today because my socks didn't dry.
They didn't dry.
Like, for us, in our day anyway, you would tie that
in the
towel.
And you squeeze that
and
shirt.
Squeeze it and it shall
then you
dry
go and iron
and
it.
you will iron it because
go with
how
the
do you not
washed
come in a uniform?
Yes.
Yeah, but now even the parent comes ready to defend that you see this sweater, it must be worn today. The weather is bad, but Junior misplaced his sweater in the school. But that sweater is your responsibility as Junior. Yeah, but then school teachers and staff are looking for your sweater. Yeah, not that it was necessarily stolen. It's there somewhere. You left it when you went to play. That responsibility should come back to the child, and there should be then you look for that sweater and find it.
As me,
because you don't
if I
feel
lose
cold.
my sweater, the person that I am answering to is my parent. Because I'm not going to go home without it.
But also,
and she's not going to
the
call
school
anyone.
is not going to bend rules.
No, please.
To accommodate that loss necessarily.
I would have to now look for money to buy a sweater. Of course not, but that's what it means. Yeah.
So those things show up in the workplace as really the same thing. Yeah. That you didn't complete an assignment. Okay, maybe the stakes are higher, but then you say, someone was sick, and then you see we went somewhere and we spent the night, and so I couldn't come back in time to make it to your workplace in time. Yes, maybe you gave me permission, I went for burial, but now I have come back 3 weeks later, and you must understand, I asked for sick leave of 1 week. I didn't communicate. Yeah, that maybe I'm not feeling better, but I just said, I came back 2 weeks later and I'm offended that you replaced my role. What do you mean, Or I'm just not feeling well. I have a slight headache. I won't come in today. The weather is not looking so good. Those days, it would rain early in the morning. I was in a school where the dormitories were far from the classes. And it would rain. And you'd make it to class by 7:30 on the dot. Come rain, come sunshine.
Yes.
Yeah, like there's a day I know we got there and we literally had to hang our shoes and our socks. Like
you were wet.
We were drenched. Like it was that rain weather. You have an umbrella, you have the word. The wind is going to get you at some angle.
Yes.
But there was even I don't remember thinking to myself. Yes, I don't remember thinking to myself that there was an option.
Yeah. It was that or that.
Yeah.
You get to
class and you study, and studying happened and we didn't die. But it just put set our minds to understand that if you have a part to play, a responsibility, if something is expected of you, you shall do it. You have
to meet that expectation.
And you'll do it well, yeah.
Yes.
So schools are meant to be a training ground. Yeah, just emphasizing the things. It might be tricky to teach timekeeping at home because, I'm just thinking about.
I'll give an example.
How many activities you have that are.
I'll just give an example of bedtime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
For my children, you have supper. Of course, they do their routine when they go home, they shower, everything. But when we get back, there is a time for
bed.
Like
even if you look like this at that,
even if you
and like this,
you're wide awake. Even if you slept in the afternoon and now you have no sleep, we have to go to bed, and you be in the bed, and that is the rule. That is just one of the things that can be to instill timekeeping. We've had a parent who tells us, my children, they are up in the morning, they do their morning routine. I don't have to wake them up.
They know that school is school
and you have to go to school. Yes.
We wake up at this time.
We wake up and prepare ourselves because they're a bit older, and we get ready for
school. And the van will find us at that time.
Yes. And, it's kind of eliminates that usual meme of, I thought I had stopped going to school, but now I'm waking up early, yeah?
For my children.
Which is also okay, but you can train your children to do it
for themselves.
Yeah, to do it for them, because you did it for yourself. Why can't they?
When you hear the stories being shared of school then, like people would sell firewood, pancakes, zombies.
Before school.
Go
and fetch water.
Yeah, of course. Maybe it was a different setup. It was a different setup.
Yes.
But still they had chores. You would do it, sweep the compound, make sure that the adults have been prepared for. Yeah, like if you needed to leave there a flask of tea and it's done. If you needed to pass by somewhere and drop the sumbis that were made
by mommy for selling,
drop them. Then you get to class, then you study, and then you excel, and
the routine continues.
Yeah. So
what about the trend that we're seeing now? This is mostly in, I would say, American economy society, where you've had billionaires and millionaires make money without going to school or dropping out of school and then starting businesses. And then you have people saying that, what school teaches or following rules is not what the world is. If you want to make it in business, you have to be able to break the rules and break the norm and, step out of the box.
Cheat a bit here,
cheat a bit there, and,
cut corners.
Not really cut corners, but be willing to step out of
the box.
Offline. What would you say to those ones?
Okay. For me, I think step out of the box and step out of line are different.
Yes,
step out of line
of the box. Yes.
But out of the box, if you step out of the box, I think that's the essence of things like field trips. I don't have an agenda with field trips, but I'm just saying, I'm looking at a school setup and again, we can't cover everything in the school. You can't cover everything at your home. Maybe I would put it like this, that a child is raised by a village. Yeah? That's the saying.
Yeah.
The village, therefore, factors in all those other things that apart from now where we are in the get to school, back home, we don't see anything outside of our life.
Out of boarding school.
Even day school, like in the car, in the van, it's just that focusing on only one aspect of a child's life.
Yeah.
However, if it's really that a village raises a child, that child will encounter, will buy tomatoes at some point. Will encounter the border person. Will need to transport themselves to somewhere by taxi. They will now get a sense of direction, for example. Will have to learn to be cautious and careful, It's not that everything, at all points, they'll be protected and covered and shielded. And
certain African men say that as Africans, we are dream killers.
We
don't let the children to explore.
So why I'm using those as examples is then they'll also probably see what their neighbor, what kind of work they do. Maybe they have hens, they have chicken.
Then that will
to trigger
something.
They'll
mind,
see that every morning those guys wake up, like we hear them for their hens. At some point, I see the guy herding those people's cattle. At some point. So if I want to do XYZ when I grow up, I need to be ready
to wake up early and to
wake
do
up early. I need to be ready to go the extra mile in this direction or in that direction or in the other. So I think that the challenge is that shielding, that children don't see much of what's happening, much of how things are happening. If you go to a company and you say, like, we went to a certain bakery, and I've eaten that bread for forever. Yeah, it's my preferred. Like, if I went to a supermarket any day, if that bread is there, I'd choose it.
Yes.
But when we went there, in my head, I imagined that it was going to be a massive factory with like equipment that I have never seen in my life. Yeah. With little or no human interaction because everything is automated. Food, these guys must be really rich to be supplying bread
almost the whole country.
Almost the whole country. And good bread. Like you always find it fresh. And then we got there, and for a long time, someone has been saying, try bread. And in my head, you needed so much to do bread.
Yes.
And we got there at that trip, and I was the student at that time.
Yes.
And I was looking at the things and thinking, oh,
It is possible.
you can, and you guys churn out all that bread. Like it's possible. Something I'd never have thought.
Yes.
And something I'd never have done for myself. Yeah, like there'd probably not be a day when I'd say, let me go and visit.
Yes,
X.
bakery, yeah.
Some people do, but for me, that gave me the
That
opportunity. So even for children, allowing them to experience life in its totality, to see things. Where do they come from? How are they done? Where are they made? How hard is it?
Even just allowing them to fall down. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You were telling me about the other day your son and how you were preventing him from doing a certain activity.
Yes.
Because for you had already anticipated.
Riding his bicycle over what I felt was a cliff.
Yes, you had already anticipated that if he does this, he is going to fall and I do not want to go to hospital. But when you let him be and he was able to then maneuver and be careful, or almost fall and be like, oh, that means if I want to do this again, I have to do it in a particular way.
Yes, actually.
So then he is learning. He
has now devised a whole procedure on how to go off that cliff and stay on a bicycle and not need me to push him. Because
nature is a mother of invention.
Nature
is a mother of invention. Is that the saying?
I don't know.
But yes, the situations that you're in are what drive you to then create and innovate a way out of that particular situation. So as schools, yes, we have schools and as parents, we teach the children the grades and what, but we need the theory. Yes, we need to put them in situations where they are also gaining those skills. I would call them soft skills. Yeah, they're able to communicate with each other and their peers, express themselves. Yeah, they are developing teamwork. Yeah, they are.
You've just reminded me of something that happened when I was in P6. In our school, we used to do group work.
Yeah.
In that group work, be like a group of 5. Yeah, there was a scribe. So the writer.
The one who writes, yes.
Then there was an illustrator. There was the team leader, overall team leader. Then there was someone who was going to present. Yeah. And then overall, everyone had to participate in bringing the points and decorating the piece of manila. And I remember getting into a fight. Yeah. A fight that included
conflict resolution.
Yes. Over what? Writing. Yeah,
who's going to write?
Yes, who's going to write? And
I have a better handwriting. So you write slowly. It is nice, but you're slow.
Those are the things that you write slowly, you write faster, and then the person who writes well was tired of writing.
Like
for me, all the time I'm the scribe. All the time I'm the scribe. But of course, those are things that happen even in the workplace.
Yeah.
You're being selected all the time. You're not seeing it as
a good thing.
Yeah, you're just tired of being used.
The one who always goes for the conferences. I don't want to go representing the company all the time.
Someone else should. So talking, how do you deal with that, without saying, I'm done.
Yes.
Me and this job no more. How do you... I think in this generation or over a space of time, we have seen the biggest turnover. We can say COVID.
Oh, yes.
But the biggest turnover.
Oh, yes.
People
in
try
jobs.
here and try here. No. Not for me. Here, those guys are mean. The other ones, they're selfish. The other ones don't pay well. The other ones pay late. The other ones, I don't really like it. I'm not feeling it. Yeah. Or
the vibes.
The grass could be greener. Let me look elsewhere.
The grass is always greener, yes.
So, and yet, I think from people can just ask around, see your parents, what have they been doing?
Yeah.
How long have they done it?
How long have they done it for?
You find an engineer for forever, a teacher for forever, and they've grown in that area, but they've done it and they still love it. They actually do it from a place of passion and not responsibility, and I'm just looking for money.
Yeah. There is a question that was posed that is, again, to some Americans. And they were asked, what is the average age of a millionaire and billionaire? And most of the people in the crowd, because, there is this social media feeling of, or the outliers of Mark Zuckerberg and who and those guys, who, and most of the people were mentioning that, they must be like 24, 25, 20s. But the true fact of the matter is that most millionaires and billionaires are 45 plus, meaning that for a very good period of time,
what seems like forever,
they were putting in the work, and doing so much. Of course, there's this story of sad story of Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda,
that he had just reached the prime.
We had gotten to see him, and to realize, hey, this guy is a very good actor, and you'd think, seeing him for the first time as us, he's 24. He's just starting out. He's gonna make it. Wow, good for him. Little did we know that he was 44. By the time he passed.
Didn't know.
He was 44 by the time he passed. Meaning, for him to get to that level, where the whole world has seen him, he had to do the groundwork. Put in the work day by day, do the simple roles, do the little roles, and, build his experience, build his, his image, his skill over time, for you to, the outsider, to then see him as, a very good actor.
Like he came, I remember feeling like he came out of nowhere.
Yes.
And then afterwards you look and you're like, movies by Chadwick Boseman.
And there's so many,
This guy, he was there.
He has been around, yes.
So
I think,
quick, immediate things.
Yes.
Not
really. And not real, yes. Quick money that you're going to get into a job, a business. We have been able to be a part of a couple of businesses that, in the beginning,
work.
It is just grinding and grinding and grinding, And you may not see the results then, but persistence. You have to be resilient, persistent, and at some point, you will see the fruits of your labor. Yes.
I will close that particular point by saying something. My mom, we used to do, participate in the hiring by just reducing the, what is it? Like you get all these applications, sieving, and then you say, what did mommy say? These 5 people
fit that criteria.
Now so those are the ones she'll meet. And I remember at some point, she said to someone, she was asking, you're moving from this school to this school to this school. Why? What happened in the previous school? Okay, I can see that you have worked for 8 years. In those 8 years, you've worked in 5 different schools. And for me at that time, it felt like, lots of experience. And for her, it was a red flag, like a scarlet red flag. Like, why? And then she said, a rolling stone gathers no moss. And I had written that thing in English. Composition writing.
It's a media idiom.
That one.
Whatever.
And it had never applied. Like I had never understood what a rolling stone gathers no moss means. And then I asked her, like, what did you mean by? Because I first sat there and I thought, I was like, so if you're constantly rolling over from job to job, you probably will not have the results that someone who stuck through it will get. I think for most people, especially people who do their own businesses, and pull through the hard work, and people see you later and want what you have,
not knowing the background.
If they were to experience what you put in, sleepless nights, that rejection,
the rejections, so if it is sales related,
sales related. Also, just the gathering yourself to be confident again after failing, after falling, after being challenged, after failing an interview. They would not want to go through that. And I think our generation should be encouraged. Even the younger generation, that's coming,
to take on the rejections, to
be strong enough to build. Is it thick skin?
A thick skin, yes.
And just say, we will do. Like, if there's work that's got to be done, we will do it. If it's not working out well for me now,
it will work out.
I can't just sit back and daydream and say goals to people's Instagram pages.
Yes.
Yeah, and say goals, dreams, and it spreads across all of life.
Yes.
Yeah? To families, to marriages, people put in work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
to
not
see a 50-year-old married.
What is
50
it?
years.
Anniversary.
Yeah.
It's not just amazing chance. No. And if it's a skill that's learned early, it therefore plays a part in all of your child's life. You know, they make the right decisions for every aspect.
Yes.
And receive the goals. I know that we said there are no free things. Of course, they are free. There are some people who get free things and it works out and they make it. So don't be that side saying, I've been seeing you getting free things. I'm waiting for you to, I'm waiting for your life to collapse. They said,
yes.
No. And that's what we talked about previously. We are not all equal in terms of how life pans out for us.
For us, yes. Everyone has their journey.
Yeah, yours might be like, there are also those guys who go through the trenches, my Jesus, and they
go through the
trenches. You
trenches.
never see them as if emerging
out of it. Yes.
So I think when it's all said and done, work is something we see. For me, I see in the Bible. Yeah, and there is. Yeah, even in all the stories we've told. Yeah. For me, there's an aspect of God. Yeah, in all the stories we've told. We could have started that bakery and no one would have noticed, no one would have bought a cake, would never have gotten our first gig, would not still be baking now.
Yes.
You know, or would not have had the backup of those around us. Some people may say, I don't have a support system. I don't have a family to be my first purchase.
First guest,
my first guest, my first... what are they called? Guinea pig for my research. I don't have.
For my product that I want to put out there.
Yeah, but I think that we all, if you depend on God, have a God who cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who can make the little efforts and the persistence all worthwhile. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my take from this whole thing.
Yeah, I would like to agree as we close that work in all its entirety is persistence outweighs resistance. Yeah. Be willing to go the distance. It's a marathon. It is not a sprint. And a marathon is difficult. Once you hit first kilometer, might be easy. But as you keep going, it keeps getting harder. But if you continue and you persist and you endure the pain and you go through the rejection, go through all the ups and downs, climb the hills, go through the valleys, there is a reward at the end, which is completion of that race.
And that's when you can expect to see results.
And that's when you can expect to see results. If you stop halfway, everything will just be an almost. Yeah? You will never know what could have become of that particular venture, that particular job, whatever it is. You don't want to be the one who left at the point when the company started prospering. Have you seen that picture
where there's someone using a pickaxe?
Yes.
And then just at that point, there's a giant diamond at the back, they're like, I have been doing this all my life. I think it's a no.
Yes.
Sure. In regards to what we've shared today, I know we have said really general overview, but there are people who actually participate in the recruitment of people.
Yeah.
Those guys are called HRs, human resource. Yeah. There are companies that train people
for interviews.
So they actually know what
the expectations.
The expectations. They know what's been lacking, what they've been experiencing, why they have they've rejected people over time. And I would like to say that in a later video, we'll be hosting,
someone,
someone in that field.
Yeah.
Just to share, because we might be saying prepare the children just by timekeeping and what, but of course the world is evolving.
Yeah.
There's IT,
there's AI.
AI
is taking our jobs.
Yeah. So how do I prepare if at some point I'm not going to be relevant anyway?
Yeah.
Let me just be on Instagram, getting likes and advertising.
Yeah.
But someone will be coming in to share the nitty-gritty. Yeah, like when you go for that job and they tell you XYZ, this is what it means, How can you then go back, patch yourself up? Or when they give you the role and they put you maybe on probation, or they give you the role in its entirety, what do they expect of you? What are you signing up for?
Yeah.
You're saying yes, you're signing the contract, the opportunities and the benefits look amazing, but there's an expectation they have of you. What does that look like? So we don't get shocked.
Yeah.
But also so that we can prepare ourselves, our children,
yeah.
And schools can do better in regards to skilling. Yeah. But if we all got 4 and we all got 18.8, and we all got first class, why does Hamza get the job and I don't? Like, what does he have that I don't have? Yeah. Or I know nobody. I don't have any connections. How can I
beat the system?
Yes, how can I beat the system in that regard? What do I have? How can I use what I have to my advantage?
To my advantages.
To
what skills
get
can I
jobs?
acquire?
Yes. So we'll be talking about that really, really soon.
Yeah.
With a special guest.
Yes.
And I hope you can look forward to that show. But for now, it's been a pleasure, a great pleasure having you with us for this conversation.
All right.
Think on it. I hope it stirs up
some conversations. Yes.
Conversations makes you think a bit harder.
But most importantly, work hard.
Work hard, yes. Work hard, do better.
Do better.
Yes.
Anything
He who
that you're
knows
doing
better does better.
does better.
Yeah. So that's it from Hamza and I.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe. This is School of Thought. And it was a pleasure, a real big pleasure to have you.
All right.
Yeah.